Hello, Pisces. Welcome to Lotus Heart Tarot. I'm really happy to have you here. We are going to dive right into your reading today. And I just want to thank those of you who regularly watch the channel, like, share, subscribe, comment. You guys are amazing. I do really and truly appreciate all the support, all of the really beautiful messages you guys have been supporting me with over the last few days. I do really appreciate it. For those of you who may be new to the channel, I welcome you. I hope that you find a message here that brings you some peace and clarity and that resonates. And if you do, I hope you'll consider joining us on this journey by subscribing. I do appreciate it. If you comment, you like, any interaction, I hope for. All right, here we go, you guys. I appreciate is what I'm trying to say. All right, guys, here we go. We're diving in. Today it's just a weird day. I went for like comfort decks for me. So it's just a weird day. I don't know. Let's see what's up. For Pisces. Oh my God, I just heard the course of true love never did run smooth. Oh boy. Okay. Wow. Okay. So, sometimes don't you wish you could know how it was all going to work out in the end so you could sort of choose how you handled it moving in that direction? I mean, do you know what I'm saying? It's like hindsight is 20/20, but how unfair is that? We have to fumble our way through it forward, and then we can look back and go, oh, you did a good job, or oh man, you should have dropped that like a month ago. You know what I mean? It's like, why can't we know how it all turns out and then work up to that appropriately and try to achieve more? I don't know why all this is coming out. I don't think that on a regular basis. But that's the feeling that I'm getting right here, is that, hey, every little thing is gonna be all right. And so it is about getting there with as much grace as possible. And it is about not letting external noise or I don't know how to best encapsulate this energy that I feel, but I feel that it's actually not internally generated. I'm like, this feels so important, but I was actually feeling confusion in how to express this. I was hearing should not. I was hearing like dating channel advice of, if they haven't committed in 2 months, move on. I was hearing just a lot of things, like even my own thoughts even. And that's what was generating the confusion. And the moment I was like, okay, how do I encapsulate this? Like, how do I figure out what it is I'm trying to say so that I can say it to Pisces? And I just tried to come into myself, look inward, and silence everything so that I could hear, my higher self or my intuition to guide me through that space. It was actually like, it was just a process of like turning things off and tuning things out and just intentionally reconnecting with my intuition and not trying to decipher all of these separate individual things that were hitting me, if that makes sense. And so that may be what needs to happen here. It is a bit triggering when you have soulmate recognition, when you meet someone that you know is going to be really important in your life, or that it's possible. I mean, I don't like to tell people what to believe because I don't think I know any better than you, but if you believe that we have multiple lifetimes, right, then there's this energy of almost finding comfort. how is it that I want to say this? It's like, it's kind of that knowledge of like, we've been here before, we've done this before. I recognize you. I don't have to start all over with you. It doesn't have to be as hard with you. I have some knowledge of you. I have some understanding of you. Somewhere deep inside, there's a map inside me to your soul. Do you know what I'm saying? It's like, that's the energy that I'm getting from this. And, but we are not just our soul, right? That's the tricky part of navigating this experience. And that's why it's such an incredible learning lesson to be a spiritual being having a human experience, is that we have to contend with the part of us that is human, the part of us that generates all this noise, right? And we have to learn how to be both spiritual and human. If we were just meant to learn, the challenge is the human part. Because if we were not, if that wasn't the challenge, why would we take on that form? Why wouldn't we just be spiritual all the time? Why wouldn't we just be souls floating around in heaven? You know what I mean? Wow. Somebody may have come into your life that is making it's like there is a soul recognition, but it is testing this it's like testing the maturity or something of the human part of you. And yeah, man, I actually am getting this message. So I don't know who this is for, but just take it as it resonates and don't take it if it doesn't resonate. But this may not actually even be another person. This may be a lesson. This may be an experience. It's almost giving me like a test or a, and I hate that energy of test. I just, but it's something that occurs in our life that upends a lot of like comfort zone things. Okay, oh my Lord, I do not know. It's like we can operate within a comfort zone. We can even indulge in the things that are lower vibrational within ourselves as humans. When we are kind of established within a comfort zone, it's like that comfort zone sort of enables us to like let ourselves slip on certain things, right? Because we're comfortable. Like, I don't know. This is so weird. This energy of like seeking comfort. I sought comfort when I was choosing the cards for this reading after I exposed myself to the energy this morning. It's weird. It's making me feel vulnerable. It's making me feel naked. It's making me feel like there isn't really anywhere to hide, or like I can't really, avoid the truth of the thing, which is this. So it's weird. It's almost like, it's kind of like getting to that point in a relationship where it's like you've gone as far as you can go with the flirting and the superficiality and the like, oh yeah, I like you, I missed you, and that being enough. And it's gotten to the point where it's like we have to come together and make up the decision to roll up our sleeves and make this work. And it's going to be, the limitation is the human part of us. The limitation is the part that can be triggered. The limitation is how much have we worked to heal. How open are we willing to be to this process, and how grueling and how ugly and how hard it can sometimes be. And, are we saying yes to each other? Are we committing to this? And even, I keep getting this, even if it's just you with you, like with some kind of test in your life of, maybe you've been in a hermit mode and it's time to come out. you know, and you're like, oh, this makes me so uncomfortable. And like in my hermit mode, I was able to sort just, you know, indulge in these things and not work on myself and not, you know, put myself out there. But putting myself out there is going to require me to mind my P's and Q's and to, you know what I'm saying? It's like, I don't know what this is, but like, there's something here that is challenging that connection between our soul and our humanness. And it's like the universe is saying to you, follow your heart. Don't allow the number one aspect, I don't want to say the number one aspect of being human, but I don't know, it sort of feels like it most of the time. I mean, the number one thing is the fragility of our life itself, you know, this connection to this human body and the health and well-being of this body. Because once that ceases to exist, we cease to exist in this form, right? But the challenge to actually navigating the space is our mind and our ego. And that's what's generating the confusion. That's what's generating the energy of almost like not being able to fully open up to something that is, well, a dream come true. Like, it has the potential to be. And so it's giving me this energy, like, if I knew that this was my dream come true, it would allow me to set aside this human part. Like, you know, what it is, if I'm going to say it in a nutshell, is if you knew you could not fail, what would you do? It's kind of that energy. It's like, if you knew that the outcome here was going to be amazing, then what's the path you would take? What does that look like? That helps you follow your heart and not fear, because you know it's going to work out. So that takes away the fear of it. Okay, I'm going to leave that there because I feel like that's what it is. We might be at a crossroads in a relationship here, making a decision to keep going or to get off, or to stop. What is the basis of the decision? What does love do? Not what does fear do? Ooh, okay. 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 Wow. Okay. So remember how I was saying it's like we may be getting to this place in a relationship. I'm just going with this because this is what's coming through the strongest, but please listen to your own intuition. And if you're resonating with some kind of personal challenge, you with you, fix it in your mind. It's right? Okay. Wow. So someone in this connection may have been someone who's deeply rooted in the material world. I don't think this is you, Pisces. I think this is someone else. And put it yourself wherever you belong. But I'm doing this as someone else because I'm definitely getting that. It could be an earth sign even. This is feeling like air and fire to me. Earth. You do have water too. But anyway, okay. I don't want to get off track. There is this material world energy here, which is saying to me, like, someone may be really worried about money, career, status, how people interpret them, making their mark in the world, leaving a legacy, being the best at something, it's feeling a little bit like almost a need to prove something, to stand out in some way, to have some kind of recognition as a good person, as a successful person. There's a very strong drive in this direction, and I feel as though it caused this person or has caused this person to sort of, either they have directly said no to a commitment or something based on a career or a job or something in the material world, what other people might think, something like that, or it has caused them to kind of be emotionally unavailable, or really to prioritize everything above having an emotion. It's one of those things where the emotion makes them feel weak or vulnerable, or it feels like a threat to this material world energy. And so they don't even really seek an answer beyond what they've already sort of decided. I don't even know how to describe it, but it's like you couldn't walk into this person's life and convince them to be a different way. You know what I mean? It's like, and nor do you really want to, is what I'm kind of getting. It's like, because eventually it's like they will slip back to that, or they will be that way again. It's like, it's like this is their, like, if I hit factory reset on my phone, it factory resets it to a certain specific thing that someone else has pre-programmed into it. Do you know what I'm saying? And it's like, if I factory reset this person, it's like this is the spot they come back to. So you know, I don't know how to say it. Like, I hope you're seeing what I'm saying. Okay, so I feel like, but I feel like this person is finding themselves in a situation where something is happening, or something has already happened, or some amount of progress has already been made, where this person is, it's almost like being cajoled out of this energy. It's not cajoled though. It's almost like inspired, or like this energy over here is taking them away from this energy. Not, it's bending them. It's not overtly changing them. It's not an ultimatum. It's not something like that. It's just that, like, somehow I got on this path, or I started going this way. It's kind of almost that energy of someone who's like suddenly in love with someone. You know what I mean? Or it's like it didn't really cross their mind to ask themselves, am I in love, or am I feeling this, or, you know, is this a soulmate, or, do you know what I'm saying? Because they're so, even if they did on the surface say things like that or come across that way, they were really deeply planted in this energy. And I don't want to say that they were lying or something like that. I think they like to make people happy. I think they're a bit of a people pleaser. I think that's part of the reason why they're so deeply grounded in this material world energy, is because they like the approval of other people. But it's like someone led them away from this energy. Someone so different, which I feel like is you, Pisces. And it's like, you're so different, and the conversations they were able to have with you, the energy that was exchanged between you, it was so something that they were lacking so much, and something that they were craving and yearning for without even really knowing it. So it sort of like pulled them away from this energy, even though mentally they sort of stayed here. And it's almost like, you know, Pisces, you may have seen signs of this. And I think, you know, especially with the self-worth card being all in water here, it's kind of like, I feel with this no energy, it's like you may have asked them a question. How do you feel? Where do you see this going? You know, something like that. And they may have shut it down, but they may have been so, like, it's like this highway and this, like, these lights, this blur, this motion. It's kind of like when you fall asleep in the car, or yeah, and then you wake up and you're somewhere completely different, and you're like, oh my gosh, how did I get here? You know what I mean? Like, what happened? It's kind of that energy, and it's causing this person to sort of do something that they have never done. And it's like they are trying to be flexible. They are trying to, I don't know, make space for this in their life. They're trying to, they're trying to compromise. They realize that they need to give you what you need or what you want. Like, they cannot just be selfish and closed off and no, and still keep you in their life. And, you know, honestly, it feels like they don't really know how they got here. Like, I keep getting that impression of just like, well, the realization hitting of like, this is where I'm at. Like, this is what has happened. I'm here. And it may be like, I have feelings, or I can't let this go. Or, you know, my 1 degree of separation that I keep at all times so that I don't have this happen to me somehow got infiltrated. But you know, Pisces, with this compromise card, I feel like it happened to you too. I feel like you may have had your defenses up, or you may have had some kind of wall up as well, because it's a soulmate thing. It feels like a mirrored energy, and it's like you may have woken up and realized, wait, you know, I'm allowing myself to feel for this person. I'm allowing myself to open up to this person. You know, because when a Pisces loves, it's unconditional. It has no boundaries. I mean, I don't want to say it has no boundaries, because there's always healthy boundaries that I hope you guys keep. But a love of a Pisces is like all encompassing. It just surrounds you, envelopes you, and loves you up. It's like no other love. I know. I've been extremely fortunate to be loved by a few Pisces, and yeah. And so, you know, but for you, I can only imagine, and honestly, I've been through some pretty hellacious breakups with some Pisces, very close. Like, oh, my best friend, who's a Pisces, one of my best friends, oh God, he fell so hard for a Gemini, and oh man, this Gemini just, I mean, it took him years to move through the space. And I mean, I think he's still moving through the space years later, still, because it was a lot. But that's because it's so, you have to be careful who you give that energy to, because once someone makes it in through your defenses, you're defenseless. And so you know, it's almost like realizing that something was either had already gotten through your defenses, or was really right there knocking on the door, and you were feeling yourself questioning, am I letting this person in? And you may have asked them a question, and they may have been like, no. And then kind of they woke up and realized, like, whoa, I don't want to be without Pisces. And Pisces woke up and said, oh my gosh, thank goodness I didn't fully let this person in. You know what I'm saying? Or you know, how something has happened here like this. Do you see what I'm saying? I hope so. But I'm very happy to see this self-worth card here, because when you love somebody and they have infiltrated your defenses, especially someone like this, it can be incredibly difficult to then hold a boundary, to then say, okay, I hear your answer, and here's my answer. And you see this as like the ends of the spectrum. Do you see what I'm saying? And this is a very different, you know, material world card than this, right? This is like my soul, like, oh God, my human part will suffer so mightily if I allow myself to go on and to continue to compromise and accommodate someone else's needs, because I wake up and I'm somewhere else than I thought I was. Like, this person is much closer to my core than I realized. Do you see what I'm saying? And the temptation is going to be to leave them there, because you know, once somebody has gotten in, as far as I feel this person has gotten in, they're suffering involved, period, anyway. But here it's literally saying with the self-worth card that you're holding on to your self-worth. It looks like what ends up happening is it brings about an offer. What I am seeing that I am loving in this card, in these cards, is that there isn't a, oh God. It's almost as if it's like actually completely separating is kind of off the table. Like both people are sort of, it's like, let's seek to compromise. Let's seek to find a different kind of answer that can lead us toward what it is we want. Rather than like, oh, okay, that's it, that's the end. It's like a swerve, not a hard exit. Do you know what I'm saying? I don't know how to describe this, but I honestly feel like this is, it's leading to a place where both people enter into this agreement by choice. That's what I feel. But it is definitely testing the humanness. The space shuttle has these like clay tiles on it, lots of little clay tiles, and they help the space shuttle go through immense amounts of heat. They take on the heat, and it's like insulation for the space shuttle. And I don't know why, but like I'm seeing that, and sometimes on re-entry, like the space shuttle would lose some of those tiles when it would be coming in, and it's like I'm getting this energy of like, it's okay, you can lose a couple tiles and withstand the heat. I don't know why that's coming to me. I haven't thought about that in years. We don't even use the space shuttle anymore, but that's something that's coming to me, and I don't know why. All right, maybe it will make sense here. I feel like you've moved on without me, and that's difficult for me to see. I actually feel like this person is contemplating like you moving on without them, and it's something that they're not okay with. Honestly, I pretend to be someone I'm not because being vulnerable feels uncomfortable. I'm going to come sweep you away. Yeah. I want you close to me, but I'm not ready for a commitment. Okay, this feels a bit like this compromising kind of energy. You have this, I feel like I can't get through to you. Please let me in. And then you have intensity. The feelings I have for you overwhelm me, so I run away to process them. Yeah, I mean, I think all of these things give us like a greater insight and greater depth to this energy that I'm really struggling to say. But like, I feel like this person is grappling with all these human things, right? And, with the not being ready for commitment, maybe they feel like they have to achieve something in the material world before they can commit. Maybe they feel like someone's going to judge them if they commit, or, maybe they feel like they're not worthy and they're just going to disappoint you. Maybe they've been hurt before and they don't feel like they're ready to trust somebody else to that degree. It's almost as if I see this person wanting to know the end in order to know how to proceed at this point. It's interesting that keeps coming up to me. With this walls, it's like I feel like this person just kind of wants you to tell them, do this or do that, but I feel a resistance on your part to tell them, because I feel like there's this energy of, if I tell you and you do it, how will I know that it's genuine? How will I know that you're here because you want to be here? I'm feeling some serious high priestessy energy right here. Like maybe you're really listening to your intuition, or maybe you're playing your cards very close to your vest. Maybe you're present, like you're trying to be present, but you're listening maybe even more than you're talking. I feel like this person really does want to be a bit of a knight in shining armor. I'm going to come sweep you away. It's like they kind of just, they may even, I mean, I don't know, like if you work with this person, or if you're in a friend group with this person or something, I even feel a physical energy of, I just want to go over there and grab them. You know what I mean? But I think that with this person, they're used to wearing a mask. They're used to being able to sort of impress people, maybe with their material world, maybe with their worldly goods, or who they are, or what their experiences are, or their charm, or their charisma, or whatever. And I think, Pisces, you've allowed yourself to be swept away as far as you're going to let yourself be swept away by these superficial things. If this person wants something beyond what they have already gotten from you, they're going to have to offer you more than something that they've already given you. And this is because you are exercising your boundaries, I feel like, surrounding your self-worth, surrounding what you know you deserve and what you know you need from another person in order to be vulnerable. I feel like you have somehow withdrawn some kind of energy from this person, and they're starting to feel what it could feel like to not have you in their life at all. And that is, it's kind of like something I feel like this person isn't really willing to experience. And so it's kind of causing them to bend a lot with this compromise energy. It's causing them to bend more toward, I don't want to say your way, because I don't feel like it is your way. I feel like it is also their way. I mean, that's what a compromise is. We're both kind of getting our way to the best of our ability to accommodate each other here. But it feels like, this person may have carried on with things the way that they were. Maybe they were even asking for more, like maybe they wanted you to be more present in their life in some way, and you were like, okay, I can't do that unless it's a safe place for me to do that, and this is what I need in order for that to be. And they're like, how can I provide that? They may be asking themselves or looking for a way. Let's dive into the tarot, guys. These cards are hard to shuffle, but I always get such strong energy from them. So just bear with me as we roll through this. For Pisces, please, Spirit. For Pisces. Wow. Yeah. I think this is solidly about a commitment. You've got the Six of Pentacles and the Hierophant. I feel like this is about an equal give and take. You've got the Ace of Pentacles. I mean, this is an offer. This is an offer. It is a commitment. It is an agreement. It is a contract. And it is, how do we strike this balance? How do we come to this compromise? How do we figure out how to, man, and the Hierophant is spiritual. And the Six of Pentacles is material. And the Ace of Pentacles is material. And you see this energy? I mean, our self-worth is a spiritual thing. We are inherently worthy for the nature of who and what we are. And this is that coming together on a spiritual level, and this is striking a balance in the material world. So this is like a real deep relationship here, where it's like, you may even have dreams with this person, or wake up really exhausted sometimes, and it almost feels as though you have been negotiating with this person or working out some kind of contract or some kind of deal. I do feel the energy of like exhaustion here. So it's like, and maybe trying to explain yourself or trying to hold your ground is exhausting with this person a little bit. But I do feel like it is working. It is having the desired effect. I feel like you are achieving a more harmonious, balanced experience in the material world and in the spiritual world. And I think that it's like when this person figures out, you see, this is almost like the thinking mind. It's like when they figure out how far they're actually willing to go, how far they're actually willing to bend, and how unwilling they are to not have you in their life. It's like this comes freely. This comes by desire, the Ace of Pentacles. It comes by like, I don't want to live without you. And the center of the Ace of Pentacles is also a star. And you see how many stars there are. There's this star, there's these stars. There's this energy of, you are my wish fulfillment. You're my fate. You're my destiny. Six of Pentacles for Pisces, please. Wow. The Hierophant for Pisces, please. Whoa. Oh my gosh. Wow, wow, and wow. The Hierophant is being clarified by the King of Swords and the Tower. The Six of Pentacles is being clarified by the Six of Cups and the Empress, and you've got the King of Cups on the bottom of the deck. Hello. And let me take one on the Tower, please, for Pisces. This person is having a major wake-up call. And it's not pleasant. I don't want to say it's not pleasant. It's not easy. Oh my gosh. Yeah. This person is, it's almost like a mini ego death. It's kind of, this person may have been used to people who like kind of let them have their way or let them kind of call the shots. They may have been sort of the smartest person in the room, or really intellectual, may have been a really good with words, like with kind of like the word manipulation is coming to me, but I don't really want to say that. It's kind of like bending, you know, being so logical and so sensible that people were like, oh, that makes sense, and they just accepted it. They're kind of a master of that. It's not manipulation. It's just articulating their point of view in a way that is clear and concise and makes a lot of sense, so that people just go, oh, okay. You know what I mean? They always have a reason. They always have, and it's a good reason. It's a reason that's in alignment, you know, with the do-gooder kind of person. And, you know, that has really served them, but not in love and not with a Pisces. You know, it's kind of like, they got to break that chain. Like the Pisces has broken it down. And the Pisces is like, yeah, okay, I can accept that you have a good reason for why you are, and I can understand where you're coming from and what your point of view is. But I need what I need, and I deserve what I deserve, and I'm not bending. And so this King of Swords is looking at this Pisces like, oh my God, you know, you're the one. You have it all. You're beautiful. You're unlimited. You're capable of doing anything. I look at you and I want to sweep you away. Like I literally just got that. And the Pisces is holding their ground here with this Empress energy and that self-worth energy. With the two sixes here, you got the Six of Pentacles and the Six of Cups here. It's like the Pisces is the one bending the other person to their will. The Pisces is the one that's saying, you know what, I don't compromise because I don't need to. I don't have to. I've made compromises in the past and I've learned some pretty incredible lessons. So I understand why you feel the way you do. I understand why you think and say what you think and say. I'm not saying that it's not valid. I'm just saying it doesn't work for me. I'll be over here. And it is bringing about a major awakening for this King of Swords. He's like, oh, wait a second. This isn't what you want. You don't want someone that looks good, someone that's impressive, someone that can talk a good game, someone that always wins. Oh, you want someone that's showing up emotionally for you? Oh, well, I've been hurt before. And so I just like to be in control now. Oh my goodness. Okay. I just heard in the Pisces is like, yeah, I understand. I've been hurt before too, and I like to be in control too. There's something about this Empress energy where she's just quietly unyielding. She's not, it's not dramatic. It's not chaotic. It's just, I'm just here being me, looking beautiful, doing my thing, living in my abundance kind of energy. Wow. You've got the King of Wands and the Princess of Pentacles and this stalemate. So this may take a moment for this to shake out. So if this is you and you're in this experience right now, or like, you know, you're dealing with someone who's not wanting to compromise and who's sort of, you know, logical and analytical, and they make a lot of sense, but it really doesn't change how you feel. It's like you can understand where they're coming from, and you may even feel like they have a good reason, but you still need what you need. There's this energy with the Tower and the Ace of Swords and the Devil, where this person is having a light, a spotlight shown on their shadow, to themselves, of what is holding them back. Because it's like, I want this so bad, and I can't stand the idea of Pisces being with someone else. And, you know, everything is in place. Everything is in place. Like, this person may even be mildly obsessed. You know, they can't think about anything else. They feel like they're powerless to how they feel about Pisces, or they're draw towards the Pisces. There's nothing within them that can really withstand it. And so it's shining a light on that, and it's saying, okay, what do you have to change or fix or deal with in order to be able to go after what you want? And that's the challenge here. And this person is learning a deep spiritual lesson. Some of you may be dealing with an air sign. Some of you may be dealing with a fire sign. It doesn't have to be that. But with the Two of Swords, it's kind of like this person can't even maybe necessarily say why they're not able to make a decision, or why this has thrust them into a space where they can't say, I'm letting you go, and they can't say, I'm moving forward. It's like, I have to protect myself. Like, I don't know what's happening to me. Like, I'm experiencing something here that is kind of shaking my world, and I may not even have the words to speak it. Like, while I may normally be a good communicator, it's like, either I'm not comfortable saying what it is that I would need to say in order to express this, which is like, I have feelings for you and it's freaking me the fuck out. Or, you know, I just, the realization is sort of hitting me in waves, and I'm seeing, you know, something within me that I sort of was like going around, like I just wasn't dealing with. I wasn't going straight through it, and I've gotten away with that for so long. No one's ever made me go through that. So I'm having a moment here where I'm just feeling so vulnerable and so freaked out that I need to, like, not say or do anything. You know what I mean? It's like Two of Swords. It's like, I need to kind of close down my heart. I need to go within. I need to see how I feel. I need to not make any rash decision here, or, you know, say something I don't mean here, or, you know, so let me see. Holy God. You guys, wait until you see these cards. My Lord in heaven. You have the Death card, the Five of Pentacles, and the Two of Wands. This person has to face, my God in heaven. This person has to face, you have changed this person. You have turned them upside down. They're starting to see your perspective. They're starting to understand that you are just sitting in your worth and your value, that you know what you deserve and what you're worth, and that you're not going to take less, even if it's packaged in the neatest, nicest packaging. Wow. This person, the Death card, the Five of Pentacles, and the Two of Wands, in order to make this decision, in order for them to go after what they actually really want and leave the past in the past and come together. I mean, even just look at this card, like the feeling of this card. It's like this heart, you know, and the sun. And it's like the wands are, you know, what we desire. It feels like, I want to choose love so bad, but I'm a king of swords and I don't know how to choose love. Because, yeah, this person may have been abandoned. They may have been neglected. They may have a fear that they're not worthy. They may feel like, you know, somebody who's clinging to the material world, maybe that's because they're trying to prove their worth or prove their value because it doesn't come intrinsically to them in their inner being that they're lovable. You know, and this is bringing this decision point, this crossroads is bringing this person to a major, major, major transformational process with the Death card here. With the Four of Swords, you may go into a little bit of a separation, or a little bit of a, we are not talking so much, a little pause, but it is a pause of healing. It is a pause of, you know, for me with these swords all pointing into one central space, it's like going in and seeing, you know, looking at these thoughts and healing these thoughts and healing where these thoughts come from. For Pisces, damn, you guys, you're coming into harmony with this person. You are absolutely coming into harmony with this person, and you're so close. You're almost there. Wow, 2 9s and a 10, and then you have another 6, and that 6, you know, you had the 6 of Pentacles and the 6 of Cups up here. Now you have the 6 of Swords. So this is a very strong energy of we're aligning. We're coming into alignment with each other. I mean, it's this. So the 9 of Wands, it's like this person can't let go of their desire. This person is like, they may not know much right now. They may be questioning a lot of things, but the one thing that they know for sure is that they don't want to see you with somebody else. They don't want you to get away. This is a lot for them. They don't know which way is up right now. We saw that Hangman energy, and now we're seeing it with this 9 of Wands with these arrows. It's like, I don't know which way to go. I don't know which way is up. I don't know, like, I'm starting to see it. I'm starting to question it. I'm starting to, you know, this was my kind of magnetic north, and now my arrow is just spinning inside the compass. With the 9 of Swords and the 6 of Swords, this is someone who, they have to come to a place of peace and acceptance with being afraid and doing it anyway. I mean, that's kind of the definition of courage, right? And bravery. It's like, yeah, I'm scared, but I'm going to do it anyway. And with the 10 of Pentacles, it's like, it is leading somewhere perfect. I mean, every series of cards that you guys have gotten have been like dreams come true, offer, Ace of Pentacles, 10 of Pentacles, you know what I'm saying? It's like everything is leading to, yeah, the best possible outcome happens. We just have to get there. So, this person has learned their lesson. Yeah, this person, it does feel like there was some kind of offer on the table or some kind of conversation, and it's like this person shut down, or they kind of resorted to their factory reset, to the material world is what's important to me and what I need to focus on, and so I'm not going to move in this direction, or I'm not going to take a leap of faith. I'm not ready to take a leap of faith over here yet. With the Page of Cups and the 7 of Cups, it's in reverse, with the Fool in reverse. This energy with the 9 of Wands, it's like this is this person's defense. It's like, oh, you want me to feel something? Oh, you want a different side of me or a different part of me than the King of Swords? Okay, shut down, bam, put my defenses up. Nope. And I think for this person, it normally works. That's probably what they do that get other people to come towards them. But in the case of you, Pisces, you have stayed true to yourself. You have stayed true to your self-worth and to like what you know you deserve. And it's causing this person to have some kind of spiritual awakening, learn some kind of spiritual lesson here. With the Page of Pentacles, the Eight of Pentacles, and the Star card, with this Nine of Swords, Six of Swords, it's like ultimately, I'm looking in the eyes of the star. I'm looking in the eyes of the ultimate prize here. And I need to put the work and the effort in to kind of elevate, grow, learn my lesson, make this offer, present, you know, my best self to this person. With the Eight of Wands, there's communication coming. Yeah, after this person spends some time really searching their soul, the Hermit energy. And the Ten of Wands, and releasing some past burdens, the barrier that they had built within themselves against love. There's a cycle closing out. Yes, look, they offer love. I mean, I don't know. Every single thing is saying, yeah, and they end up coming around. Let me just do one more. They come rushing in to speak their truth. They do not want you to get away. Yeah, they want another chance. Ace of Cups. The Prince of Swords. They're coming in very quickly to speak their truth. They want to, wow, they really want to, oh my God. They really want to, resuscitate or like move this beyond this place at this point. They want to. This isn't even like, I feel like I have to, I feel like you're making me, I feel like you're giving me an ultimatum. No. This is like nothing on earth can stop me from doing this because I know that I want it so bad. Why? The Four of Pentacles and the Moon card. It's been revealed to me that I can't let this go. That I can't live without this. I can't live without your love. And with the Ace of Cups and the Judgment here, it is like I have changed. I have transformed. Judgment is this resurrection. I have elevated beyond where I've ever allowed myself to go. You know, spiritually, lovingly, emotionally, and like, I owe it to you. You know what I mean? It's like I've overcome this lower vibrational tendency that I had in order to come together with you. You have tamed my beast. You've tamed the beast within me. I'm, you know, and it's like even as I say that, I feel this like reluctance to really acknowledge like the profound impact that you've had. And I feel like it's somebody that they're afraid to give their power away, but it's also somebody that has, that would be their instinct, but they actually now know that you would not use that against them, that there's a comfort in that and a freedom in that. There is a liberation in commitment that occurs where it's like, I know as long as I sort of honor and respect this contract, and I uphold my commitment and you uphold your commitment, I have the freedom to be myself and to express myself and to let you all the way in, to drop my defenses and let you all the way in and love you with the reckless abandon that I really want to love you with, you know? And it's like this person, there's something about that initial Empress that came out that it's like this person looks at you and they just see grace and beauty and sweetness and kindness and it just like a powerhouse, but packaged in like pureness, innocence, you know, something like that. And I think that's why it's like they're like finding you was like finding a needle in a haystack. Like I can't let you go. Like you have caused me to look at the things inside myself that were lower vibrational and confront them. And no one else has ever been able to do that to me before. And because of that, I want to spend my whole life loving you. You know? I just don't know. All right, let's get some messages. For Pisces dealing with a water sign. You are the only one who truly gets me. You are hard to forget. Yeah, they can't. Resentment. They may be pissed off at times that they know they can't walk away from this. Annoyed. Yeah. It's like I'm angry that I can't just get up and walk away from this, that I can't hold on to this old way of being, that I have to like evolve and change and confront stuff I don't want to confront in order to show up here. It's irritating me. If you're dealing with a fire sign, I am overcoming my fears. Honest, angry. I can't stop thinking of you. Yeah. I feel like they're just mad that they've given you this power over them. You know, if you're dealing with an earth sign, regret. I want to talk to you. Fantasizing. You will always be my secret love. If I had only known then what I know now. I just realized that I'm doing this and I said I wasn't going to do it anymore. Old habits die hard, but whatever, we're doing it today. But don't count on it in the future. I don't know what to say about it. Okay, if you're dealing with an air sign, blocking. I had no idea you would end up meaning so much to me. I just need more time. No one else matters now. Yeah, that's pretty much exactly the energy I got from this reading. I guess these messages were meant to be today, so sometimes I'll do them. When I feel like it or when it accidentally happens, it must be meant to be. We'll just trust it and we'll go with it. All right, guys, this is what I have for you today. I love you to pieces. Thank you again for the kind words, for all of your support. For the financial contributions that you've been making to the channel. I deeply appreciate you in every single way. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I am sending you off with all my very best. Always, always, always. If you can believe it, it can happen. I don't know why I felt compelled to say that, but there you go. Until next time, guys. Bye-bye.